Hey guys, Huzzy here bringing you another video. So welcome back to Unranked to Diamond, the series that I take a Smurf account, fresh account, never played around before, and show you the adventure to Diamond. Let me just remind you, it is like episode 24, but just to kind of say, if you don't know what a Smurf is another account. It's a secondary account, or in my case, this is like my 5th level 30 account. This isn't my main account. You know, I'm a Diamond 2/3 player on my main account right now. I've been Diamond 1 in the past. So just to kind of explain that, because I saw in the comments some people may have not known what a Smurf is. But anyway, today's video, I'm going to try something completely different. Not completely different. I'm just going to kind of go a little bit more mental, let's say, on a certain thing that I do, but I'm going to try and do it more. And that is to be self-critical. This series is all about pointing out mistakes. It's about saying that is a mistake, that is a mistake. Because the biggest thing, or the biggest reason I see why people don't climb in League of Legends is because, one, they make too many mistakes. But secondly, hang on, just quick, ban Ekko. Secondly, because they don't know whether they're making mistakes or how to counter a mistake. So mistakes are a pretty big thing in terms of climbing. But I'm going to try this episode to be as self-critical as possible. So whenever I make a mistake, I'm going to blow it out of proportion to go, that was a mistake from me because of this. That's what I'm going to attempt this episode, so hopefully that goes well. Anyway, bans are going on. Don't ban Alawi. So Ekko is available. I'm probably going to pick him jungle if he's open, because I just do not want the enemy team to have this chance to get that champion. I also do have attack speed AP. It's not perfect, but it will do. So yeah, I'm going to go Ekko jungle. Usually I probably wouldn't, but I don't want him to be on the enemy team. So I'm just going to pick him. May as well. Right, he's more of a top laner than a jungler obviously nowadays, but you can still play him in the jungle a little bit. So hopefully we'll be okay in that aspect. Anyway, we'll go the standard attack speed, feast, natural, because he does a mixture of both, and oppressor. And we'll go into the strength of the ages, I would think. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's more of a top laner, obviously, but completely fine as a jungler too. And the main point why I'm picking him is so the enemy team doesn't get him. Anyway, picks are going off. We got Maokai. He's suddenly blown up into a very popular top laner again. The meta is starting to shift into a pure tank meta. So the likes of, you know, Aurelia and that type of thing that I played last game, those type of picks are dying out. It is becoming pure tank Ekko, pure tank Maokai. These tanks are becoming popular once again, which to me makes the game extremely boring. I am not a tank player by nature. That was a really loud bike. I find that whole meta boring. Is he going to lock in? Is he going to dodge? Nunu. Okay, interesting pick. Not sure if he actually wanted to play Nunu or he was just panic picking there. But it might be a Nunu Tristana, which I guess can work in certain situations, but Nunu is not known as the best support in games nowadays, especially versus a Janna that has 2 ways to counter his ultimate. Just thought I'd mention that. But yeah, my phone's buzzing at me. We'll put it on the bed so it doesn't buzz the desk. Anyway, the enemy team seems to be a Sejuani jungle, a Nautilus top lane, that's how I would predict it, a Syndra mid lane, and a Vayne Janna bot lane. My team is a Maokai top lane, a Ekko jungle, a Orianna mid lane, and a Tristana Nunu bot. I will say the team comp advantage is relatively even. The only weak point of our team comp is a Nunu, where the enemy team comp is a fairly well-rounded team comp. Very tanky, has good damage. So I'd say they may actually have the slight advantage worth the team comp, just hopefully I do well as Ekko and hopefully have a really strong Orianna for them ultimates. But anyway, let's break it down in loading screen. Okay, welcome to the loading screen. So this is where I use lolskill.net to break down today's game. And as you can see, the enemy team have a 63.4% chance to win today's game. Extremely favoured into them, mainly because we have 2 unranked people. They are probably doing their placements right now. But let's go through it anyway. We've got a gold 1 Sejuani, a platinum 5 Nautilus, a platinum 5 Janna, platinum 5 Syndra, and a gold 1 Vayne. My team has a gold 3 Ekko as myself, a gold 3 Maokai, an unranked Orianna, a gold 3 Tristana, and an unranked Nunu. I will say, looking at the actual screen itself, the Tristana and the Nunu both have platinum borders, so they were platinum last season. But yeah, this game is favoured into the enemy team. One, I'd say by team comp, and now also by champion experience. You can see in our team comp, we don't have anybody that has played their champion more than 3 times. We have 3 people that have played their champion once, and we have 1 person, the Orianna, that has never played Orianna before Unranked on that account. Where the enemy team, you know, the only one that hasn't played much of their champion is Nautilus, but the rest of them have actually played it quite a lot. So this game may be a loss, just like, you know, as an initial assumption, but we're going to go into it and try to win as best as we can. Okay, welcome to the game. So I'm playing Ekko, the Time Master, I guess, himself, alongside Zillion. But yeah, Ekko can be played jungle. He's more of a top laner nowadays. Originally, he was a mid laner. But as I said a couple times in the champion select screen, I'm literally picking Ekko because I didn't want the enemy team to have it. I do rate him as that high of a pick. We didn't ban him. He was banned. So just picking it because I rate it very, very highly. Hopefully I can do well on it. I probably will be going the Cinder Hulk jungle item into the Iceborne Gauntlet to kind of mirror the build in top lane. You know, the top lane build is the Sunfire, the Gauntlet, and if I can do that, mirror it in the jungle, you guys know how strong Ekko top lane is. Anyway, let's move everybody around. He's saying nice matchmaking, which is never a good sign, which means he does actually believe that it's favoured into the enemy team, which I guess it is. But it shouldn't matter that much, honestly. As long as everybody does okay in their lane, I think we'll be fine. Tristana, Bond of Stone, Windbreaker, okay. No point really finding out, but whatever. Like, I'd say, some people have asked me the question as well, is it a good idea to look at the stats in the loading screen? You know, I use the website lolskill.net, you can use lol Nexus, there's a few out there. It depends if you tilt. Okay, I just purposely stopped the DPS thing because I didn't obviously want Tristana to steal that. Gonna throw down the shield with the stun. I'd say, yeah, it depends how badly you tilt and how badly you kind of look at people's ratings and go, ooh, they're going to beat me because they're higher rating. I'm somebody that literally just doesn't care. I just like to know. But it doesn't alter how well I play most of the time. Occasionally it might. Like the other day, I was on my main account and I was not expecting a Sejuani to do that. I will be completely honest. But yeah, I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, I had a challenger in my game and it did tilt me a little bit from the loading screen. But anyway, yeah, Sejuani invaded, just smited it from me. Did not expect that, you know, obviously. Partial mistake from me, and that again leads on to the point that today's episode, I'm going to focus on myself. Some people say I focus on the mistakes of my teammates a little bit too much. I will say this whole series is about focusing on mistakes, because that is one of the main reasons why people are low rating, is they make too many mistakes. But yeah, today's episode, it's all about me. It's the egotistical episode, but in a good way, that I'm going to be focusing on the stuff that I do badly. So I'd say, yeah, stolen blue buff, bad from me. I should have pulled it into the bush potentially, so she didn't have vision on it. My excuse for that, I'd guess, would be, didn't expect a Sejuani to invade. I think that's a relatively rare jungler to actually invade on, and if you aren't aware, last season, Season 5, Sejuani was actually one of my best champions. I did quite a bit of content on her throughout the season, did some guides and stuff like that. And I enjoy the champion, and I potentially might be picking it back up pretty soon. Anyway, as a jungler, what do you do when a buffs get stolen? You have to make up the XP lost, pretty much. You can either try and gank, but obviously a counter gank could hurt you a lot because the enemy jungler will most likely be ahead in XP. So I just try to farm a little bit more than I normally would when something gets counter ganked. But maybe I'll actually look for a gank on mid lane right now. Depends how far she comes this way. Okay, we're going to just wait a second. Going to go over to the enemy blue buff, just ward it and see if she's done it yet. Yep, she has. Because some junglers, they invade, they do the buff that they steal, and then they go directly to that same buff on their side. So, like, example, she would have stolen my blue and then gone straight to her blue. Now this could be a kill. Okay, we got first blood, good gank, Nautilus flash as well. Let's help him push this up. You want to push it up as much as I'll give him the cannon, but you want to push it up as much as you can because he's going to teleport back to top lane actually pretty soon. So you just it hasn't even been pushed into the tower. So Maokai shouldn't have actually pinged me back then. I should have actually done more. But anyway, good first blood. Got his whenever you wanting to get a stun for the W. Ah, damn. You want to try and lead the target. You know, think of shooting a gun. You don't aim at the thing you're going to shoot. You aim about where it's going to be when it travels. Same with Ekko W. You predict where the person is going to be, when the stun is available, when you can move into it, get the stun. And that's how you manage to get them more often than not. That is one of the skills. Like Ekko is a fairly basic champion, not he's not exactly a hard champion to play, but he does have a few skills that you need. Predicting the W, for example, you know, positioning your ultimate in a good way, you know, predicting the future in that respect, are the things that make a good Ekko player a good Ekko player. But yeah, so far in the game, only one major mistake is that getting the blue buff stolen. Apart from that, we've been doing okay. Farming, also getting first blood, not bad. Also, it's a good thing as a jungler when you actually get a buff stolen that you don't tilt straight away. I've seen many a jungler that I've gone into their base. You know, you guys know my strategy on Lee Sin and Rengar. I always go invade. There's been many a time that I've taken a buff from the jungler and they just completely tilt from me taking their buff. Don't let it phase you. You'll notice when Sejuani took it, I basically just continued talking like normal because I didn't want it to get to me. Anyway, going to continue, I think, going the Cinderhulk. You know, yes, I did get first blood, which I mean, you know, could make the question, do I want to go more damage if I'm getting fed? But I think I've got to look at the overall team comp of our comp. You know, we've got damage with Orianna, we've got damage with Tristana, we've got tankiness from Maokai. I think what will round off our comp nicely is a tank Ekko. I don't think I need to go damage Ekko to win this game. So I'm going to maintain going tank Ekko like I originally planned because I think it will just be the best option in the long run. Yeah, I'm going to gank top lane again, I think. Ooh, don't die though. Okay, if he survives this Nautilus... Oh, he shouldn't have actually gone back in. Okay, he's dead. Okay, predict the W. That passive is so broken. This might actually not give him an assist. I didn't think he'd get an assist. It took me too long to kill him. Yeah, see? The ... Should have stayed. Okay, she's taking my blue buff again. Tristana, where are you, Trist? Okay, Tristana should be there right now. They get the kill. Yes, they do. They're rotating over. Tristana is still in lane right now. She's going on the Vayne. Questionable decision, honestly. Okay, the blue buff manages to stay up. While this is happening, I think I'm going to push the mid lane. Syndra is behind our enemy, or behind our lines. And now I'm going to start rotate myself, because I could potentially kill Syndra if she's walking back to lane in mid lane. She might be here, though she's there. I don't think I'm going to manage to get her, but that's okay. But yeah, Tristana, really bad reactions, honestly. This Sejuani is also very hungry to kill, to get this blue buff. You know, stealing it at level 1, then prioritizing, trying to steal it at like 7 minutes. Questionable as a Sejuani. You know, you're not an invading jungler as a Sejuani. You know, there are certain junglers that excel at invading. You know, Rengar, Lee Sin, Shaco are great at killing the enemy jungler. One champion that does not spring to mind as an invading jungler is Sejuani. You know, it just isn't. I might take this first blue buff because she does have mana regen. And I don't have any mana regen myself. So yeah, I'm going to take this first one. Okay, I'm actually going to smite that because I was a little bit scared of the steal. Okay, I'm going to also go mid lane. We can potentially get this kill fairly easily. Ooh, pink. Probably is going to be hard to get a gank off when she knows I'm right here. Or will it? Ooh. Could have gone better, but still not bad. I eat onto the tower. Oh, Syndra Ignite, that's not bad. Syndra Ignite. That's actually not that bad. But yeah, mistake by me. Mistake number 2 for today's game is I E'd the tower. I did not E Syndra. Maokai just barely survives. I'm actually going to run top lane right now. It's risky me ganking on this health. But I think I'll be okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a drive-by smite. Smite that just to get some health back. Not going to do it yet, though. Just to give me enough health to actually gank. This is risky. There, we got him. Ooh, that was risky. That could have been a big mistake. Again, you've got to kind of make the risk reward of, is the risk I'm taking worth the potential reward or worth the potential bad stuff? The potential reward, it worked out. I managed to get the kill. The potential bad stuff that could have happened is, I didn't know where Sejuani was at this point in the game. She's now top lane, so she was relatively near top. I could have got killed by her if she came to lane right then. Also, an interesting to note, so Ekko is known more of a damage dealer than a Sejuani. I've gone Cinderhulk as an Ekko, and she's going the Runic Echoes. She's going damage Sejuani. I think that's a mistake. I don't think as a Sejuani you need to go damage. If you want damage later in the game, Haunting Guise is a good item on her. You don't need it as your jungle item. And I know people say Cinderhulk is not in the best state right now, but I still think it's better than the alternative. I still think it's better on a tank jungler like Sejuani. He managed to get that? Are you kidding? Okay, let's get the pink. I'm going to go mid lane in a second. Yeah, I will. I was thinking that to myself. But yeah. Again, I'm trying to be critical of myself in today's episode, but it's going quite well. No, right. Orianna, all she has to do is ult her. Ult the Syndra. Just ult it. Ooh, that was so close. She forced it a bit. Like, we did need that ultimate to land in order to get a good playoff, you know, so she knew that herself. But she forced it too much, which obviously made her miss. So, unfortunate. Potentially, I could have made a better W to get a stun. And also, when I E'd, I actually got stuck behind the wall. So, obviously, that's not great. Alright. Wait for my ultimate, and I'm out of mana. No. Okay, mistake by me, not realizing my own mana level. Trying to get Tristana the kill. That's a kill. Oh, the heal. Alright, unfortunately, we didn't get that kill. Now to be careful of Syndra right here. We don't know where she is. I'd say just back off, play it safe. Don't give the enemy team an opening to get fed. You know, we don't know where the enemy mid laner is, so... Also an interesting thing to note, Maokai, he's going the standard, obviously, build that all top laners do at the moment. But he's opted for the Iceborne Gauntlet component first against the Nautilus, who is obviously a magic dealing user. That's a bit weird. Like, the 3 items of top lane right now, the Triforce of top lane, if you will, is Spirit Visage, Gauntlet, and Sunfire. I don't know if you would want to go the... I think he's done the order wrong, sorry. I think he would have gone the Spirit Visage first, give you MR versus both magic dealers who could potentially gank him. Even if Syndra went top lane, there's another magic user. So Spirit Visage would have been really good. Excuse my cough. But he opted for the Gauntlet, which I guess does help him. Okay, Syndra's bot lane as well. Oh, 4 bot lane. She did kind of jump into all of them without any vision. That was a bit Wild turtley. Alright, we're dead. Another mistake, I guess. Yeah, that was just lack of synergy as a team, to be honest. Going in. Going in when we weren't together and stuff like that just caused us to die. One by one. They're doing dragon. I don't know if I can stop them. I even just use smite. Okay, another mistake I've made. Using smite when they're doing dragon, but arguably I'm not going to try and steal it by myself. We won't make it in time. Alright, something moving forward for Tristana is don't jump into people when you have no vision on them. Too risky. Like, again, it's the risk versus reward thing. Is the risk that you're putting in worth the potential reward, or is the potential bad stuff going to happen more likely? And, you know, jumping in without any vision is very risky. I'm going to get rid of these potions because they don't really do anything now. I'm going to buy another mana. But yeah, that was unfortunate. So we did lose some grounding there. I think that was all 3 kills that the enemy team has got. They just got now. They have to be a little bit careful in bot lane. They've got no vision. Potentially a Sejuani gank or something could come. But yeah, unfortunate. The enemy team just got there a little bit quicker. Gonna look for a gank on Syndra, I think. We've got Orianna ult, and I'm pretty sure that's all we need in order to displace the Syndra is Orianna ult. Ult it. Okay, I wanted Orianna to get a kill. Awesome. Good gank. Good ultimate. Well played to her. I'm on my way top lane. Go straight to top from bot, or from mid, sorry. This should be another kill because Nautilus is also Alright, get this. Hey, nice. They got baited into that. Ha ha! They really got baited hard into that. Alright, awesome. Well played, Mal. Well played. Nice backup. I am 6-0 at the moment, so the game's going pretty good. I will say, and you know, I look at your comment section, or look at the comment section, guys. I do take criticism on board. You know, I'm somebody that, in a weird way, I take YouTube comments seriously and not seriously at the same time. You know, I can't do this. As a YouTuber, if you take so much criticism, it can literally break you as a human being. So you've got to be very selective. And you've got to be strong as yourself. But I do look at it. And I will say the best episodes, I believe, on Unranked to Diamond so far have been episodes that I don't care about what my team are doing as much. That I just play the game and that's it. And I will agree with you. You know, I think it's just a mind frame. It depends of how I'm feeling, you know, as a person. These are live, they're not scripted. You're getting raw Huzzy here. And it just really depends the mood I'm in. You know, if I'm in a happy mood and all that stuff, then this will be a happy commentary. But as this is live and I'm not an actor, you literally just get on screen what I am like in real life. Sometimes you get stressed, Huzzy. And again, in the comment section, people are saying, Huzzy, it looks like you're losing weight again. Are you trying to do that? Or I'm looking healthy recently. I appreciate you guys saying that, but it was actually confirmed the other day. I'm actually losing weight due to stress again. Or to stress. So yes, I'm losing weight again, but not in the healthy way, unfortunately. But yeah, you know, it's a really stressful time at the moment. I'm sure many of you guys can relate. Okay, I want to try and give this to Maokai. I'm going to try and let him have it. I accidentally autoed. Okay, that was my bad. Something happened mid lane. Okay, Orianna got owned. This Tristana is not grouping. I'd say we might have a problem with that Tristana later in this game. She needs to group more. She's a grouping AD carry, not a splitting AD carry. Obviously, I don't know about duo queues in today's episode. There could be duo queues. I have no idea. But yeah, just group is an easier, like, League of Legends games are situational. There's no argument in that. Some games it will be fine to split push. Some games it won't be. I'd say the vast majority of games don't split push on a general rule of thumb. I think it's more of a bad thing than a good thing. But like on the Vayne episode a few episodes ago, that was a perfect game to split push because the game was practically already won by split pushing. But like a game like this where it's pretty close and the only difference between the two teams is when they group, I think grouping is obviously what you need to do. Anyway, I don't really know what to go build-wise now, because it sounds weird, but usually when you have like these two items, you like win the game as Ekko. So I'm going to have a little look at what people are building. I want to give this to Orianna as well, because I don't really need it, but if she doesn't... Oh yeah, she's coming. But yeah, we should also focus Dragon in 40 seconds. Cool. Alright, let's go bot lane. If she pushes up a little bit, we potentially... Okay, and now the weird thing is that she's grouping when we're not actually wanting to team fight. So Tristana went mid. They always, like... They don't come out, you know, to play. They always are a little bit, like, hesitant and just warding in their own territory. It's annoying. Tristana shouldn't have actually jumped away then. Oh! Ah. No, 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 no. Tristana went alone again. Boom! That was glorious! Nice combo, Orianna. That what makes me happy. Literally saw that coming. I was like, wait a minute. The Orianna roll. The Ekko roll. Hey. Awesome. Yeah, Tristana needs to play more as a team. The 2 times she's died now, she's jumped into a team fight. Like, she jumped in down this way when she was alone. I know this episode was supposed to be the critical episode on myself. It just happens that I'm playing quite well in this episode. It would be great if I do this when I'm not playing well, because there'll be a lot more mistakes. But yeah, the Tristana is making a couple. And obviously I will mention those mistakes, because that is kind of what the series is all about. I will say, especially in the AD carry role, be reliant on your team. Be with your team. It's the easiest way to win the game. Anyway, I think Maokai's doing cool. He is 20 CS up. Wow, 0.5 Nautilus. Sorry, I didn't realize he was 0.5. That's oddly surprising. Right, we're going to start building a bit of damage. We're going to go into these Rylai. So I've said in the past, Ekko is like the most annoying champion to try and run away from. He has his slow from his Q. He has a speed up with his passive. He has the slow with Gauntlet. I'm now going to even have a slow from Rylai. So I want to be the ultimate annoying, slowing person that kills everybody. And also I do want some damage, because like my Ekko ult then, I'm not AP. That wouldn't have actually done that much damage. So just building a little bit of more AP potentially will give me more like kill potential. Obviously. I may as well go up and kill Nautilus again, because he's pretty much a free kill at this point. He knows I'm coming. Maokai's not going on him. Okay. Unfortunately, I was spotted. That did more damage. I didn't even ult because I was not expecting to die. Okay. Mistake by me. Didn't expect the damage. We can just group and own them. Just going to point it out, Tristana's never grouping. Maokai is a team fighting champion. Don't engage now because you don't have your AD carry or the very fed Ekko with you. But yeah, mistake by me. Full responsibility on that. I knew I'm fairly tanky, so I was kind of poking in and out, but then I would have ulted when I thought I was in trouble, and I honestly just didn't think I was going to die from Syndra ult. I thought I'd flash and then get away. Obviously not. Nice. Well played, Orianna. Good kill. Solo, or not solo kill. Bit of an assist from the Nunu. Red buff is up. Nautilus is top lane, but I don't really care about this top lane tower. I don't care about red buff. I've got enough slows. So I'm going to just join my team. Potentially could dive if they manage to get on top of somebody. Maokai ult coming in very early there. But yeah. Hopefully Sejuani ults us. Hopefully they actually engage at the moment, because that would be good for us. There's no point probably even continuing now. Oh, yeah, that won't be up, will it? Look for any wards. I don't think we can. Well, obviously I still have ultimate because I didn't use it last time. Okay, let's throw my W just to make people scared. Okay, let's just blow her up. Let's move out the way of the tower. Okay, I literally got solo ulted. Alright, let's focus that a bit. They might engage. Damn. So when I went in, unfortunately, Nautilus killed the Orianna by himself. So we completely got split. That would have been well good if my team managed to like come with me, but nah, that's fine. Alright, they got a little bit of a comeback there. But I'd say, you know, when we're 5, I think we're a lot stronger than the enemy team. We've just got to maintain the 5. We didn't have Orianna ult for that, or Maokai ult either, because both of them kind of wasted it a little bit. Because, well, not wasted. Orianna did kill Vayne, where Maokai wasted his. I suppose that's the fair thing to say. They might be doing this. Their damage is probably good enough with a Vayne to do it. Okay, they're not, so that's cool. But yeah, we just got to stay as a strong unit. If we kind of go in as solos or get picked off one by one, that's how potentially the enemy team can win today's game. But if we stay as a unit, stay together, then I think this is a victory for us, potentially. Bot lane is pushing. We could potentially do Baron. Nautilus is also top lane. They have a pink ward on it, which I'll kill in a second. Vayne is bot lane. Just securing the Scuttle Crab, because it's actually a pretty important thing to get in the late game. Oh god, she has Runen. Oh. They think we're doing Baron, so they're desperate to get to us right now. That was so close. Oh, that was so close to get that E. Okay, now we can use this to just completely... Uh-oh. Batter this down. Tristana keeps dying. Good ult. Okay, got that kill? No, we don't. Wow, he didn't die? Okay, Tristana is unfortunately being a little bit of a thorn in our side. That she just, like... We don't really haven't had an AD carry properly in the last few team fights. I can't help you, I'm too low. Okay, they had vision. Mistake number 3. Vayne, Flash, they should just run. They're all dead. God damn it. Okay. Trist, stay near us in team fights, please. She needs to stay near us because she just keeps going off to the side and getting killed. Alright, this game's going to be difficult. Didn't think it would be, but it is. We lost the game on that move. We haven't lost the game. Like, again, there's no point being a pessimist. Unless you're just a pessimist in life that you think everything is doom and gloom. Don't do it in chat. Like, to me, it's illogical for people to type stuff like that. It just means that you're a depressing person. Because there is no benefit to typing that. At all. Everything that you do in League of Legends, everything that you do, you want to do it because it's going to help you win the game. That does not help you win the game. At all. Just a pointless thing to say. It's just somebody being salty. I will say that the Vayne is kind of one of those cocky Vayne players that like question mark and all that stuff. Like, I don't know. I'd never do that stuff, but Wait, what? What? Useless? Like, what are you on about? Okay, like, I'm probably doing the most damage on the team right now. But, okay. Okay, this actually potentially could be okay. Can't go in there. Our damage just isn't there. I don't know. Like, I thought we'd have a lot more damage than this from our carries. When I edit this video back, I will be interested to just... I'm not, you know, flaming or anything like that. You know, I don't type in chat, but I'm going to be interested to see what exactly this Tristana has been doing in team fights. Is she actually auto-attacking? I will say her build is terrible. Going Runen when you're behind is a bad idea because your auto-attacks are not doing anything in the first place. Runen is a strong item that either your abilities apply a multi-effect, like passively, like say Twitchy, like Twitch Poison, or Varus, his passive. Those are good champions to get it on. Or if you're like a Caitlyn that is really far ahead, then you buy it because each auto attack is doing a lot. When you're 0-3, and even on a Tristana, I would never buy it anyway. I think her build could use a lot of work. Which again, it's maybe not the reason we're losing, but it's making that we don't have the most useful AD carry compared to them. They have a 5-2-7 Vayne that's doing a lot of damage, and we don't, unfortunately. Probably need to push that out. Spam pinging really doesn't help. And also a topic to note, people were being like, I guess, there are salty individuals on the internet all the time and they always try to find like problems and me contradicting myself. I hate spam pinging, and then there was an episode, the Jace episode, I spam pinged a bit and people going, oh, how's you not listening to your thing? It's situational. Every single time that I spam pinged in those Jace games, I was proven that whatever I was spam pinging came true. I.e., guys, back off in bot lane, you're going to die, and what happened? They died. If there's evidence behind what you're spam pinging is okay. But if you're just spam pinging, like, for example, that top... She just got caught. That's, like, top lane farm. Like, why are you spam pinging? Like, Alright, we might have lost the game. I don't know. Hopefully they can get that kill at least. Nope. We'd have, like, no damage. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna build the Abyssal next. I really thought this would be a really easy free win, but team fights were just not performing. There's just no damage. That didn't stun? That was close. Okay, we probably can get that. Probably can get that. Probably can get that. Get one more slow in. Sejuani is continuing. Okay, we got both of them. That's good. Okay, actually, yeah, probably need an inhib. We don't know. We can't get the inhib. Wrong ping. We don't have, like, don't even think about tanking it. Just back off. Why are they staying? But, like, the Tristana, it doesn't do enough damage to, like, get this. Okay, potentially we could just dive it, I guess. If in doubt, kill them, I guess. Alright, now they are up. Okay, I think we can get this and then we have to leave. Alright, run for the hills. Oh no! Why greed? Way too greedy. Whoa, that crit. Orianna played that so greedy. We should have just backed off. We got an inhib for free. Ah, damn it. Again, small mistake by me. I didn't expect the crit from Vayne, but I wanted to ult to distract them to let my team get away, and then I thought I'd be able to survive and run away, and unfortunately that was not to be. But yeah, we've made this game that I think was a free win into a potential loss. I don't know, just due to... It's going to sound bad, like weird, but just playing bad. Okay, Nautilus TP top. This Nautilus, again, has played very questionable, but he's actually maintained himself to be very useful. You'll notice that he has more farm than Maokai, and his build is very orientated around team. Well, they have the identical build, I just realised, but apart from boots. But he's not... Because of how badly the Nautilus lost lane, he didn't let it get to him. He maintained like composure and is still like a valid part of the team. Sure, he's not carrying them, but he's probably a reason that they are winning partially. Obviously, I'd say the Vayne is the main reason, but yeah. They just have so much more pressure. I guess like one big team fight and we win the game, though. Well, I guess that's true for both teams. The next big team fight, somebody wins. Ah, nice. Let's get this kill, and then we can potentially go for the Baron. Okay. Cool. Getting that big tank is also always really nice. Now, I'm potentially... Well, this is going to be risky, because obviously Sejuani. Just attack this. So, if my team stand in the way of her ultimate, obviously... Okay. I'm dying. Well, I may as well not even be near the pit because there's no point. Hey, we got it. Nice. Alright, that works. Okay, final item. Let's see what people are building on Ekko. Spirit Visage. I could complete the Tri effect, I guess. The damage isn't really like AP though that's killing us. I don't think anyway. Well, it might be. I guess it does help. So yeah, I'll go Spirit Visage. It does help to a certain extent, the Spirit Visage against the Vayne. It gives me more health. Which I don't know if actually that's a good thing considering she does health damage. But I think it's fine. Okay, I'm still hoping that we're going to win this game. We've got an inhib in mid lane. Which we probably want to try and get another one with this Baron. Okay, get all of them three. Yeah, probably another inhib. I would have actually said gone top lane more than bot because they're pushing top lane all the time with Nautilus. So you can counter that with just like getting the inhib in top lane. Okay, I'd say we dive them. I'd say we have the dive potential. They might even just be leaving it. Yeah, they are. Cool. Ooh! That was a good team fight potentially. That was a split team fight. So you go on the people that are alone and then you go on like just kill the people who are alone. We can't dive though, but we've got supers that are going in mid lane. Wait for supers in mid. Just have to be patient. They're now moving into the base. They're going to want a team fight because they know that they're going to get pressured with super minions in a second. Really need to get this. Where's our team? Maokai's gone here. Okay, but now we need to... This is a worrying team fight, honestly. Good ult. Okay, Ori! Five man Ekko ult. God damn it. Okay, this Vayne, like, shut up. Jesus Christ. You went alone now. Like, oh, that was a bad team fight. So Maokai, he realised that this inhib was coming up, fair enough, but we didn't go as a team. By the time we got to Maokai, he was nearly dead. Team fight lost. That is really depressing, honestly. It wasn't the focus. I flashed on top of Vayne. Like, that's really frustrating. Like, don't go alone at 40 minutes in the game because the next team fight is the game, practically. It's not over yet, but they've got now an inhibitor again, or an inhibitor like us. Oh, we're making this game so hard for ourselves by just playing really silly. You're a Maokai, you're a team fighting, amazing tank. Stay with your team. Don't go alone. Dragon's up though. In 40 seconds. Tristana's damage is starting to come through because she's actually now starting to buy proper items. But it's been a really long slug to get her to do damage. I really should have got a drink while recording this because my throat at the moment is super dry. Next team fight is the game though. Whichever team wins. Don't be alone either. Oh no, you went completely alone. We don't have Orianna. Can't go for the dragon. Oh, look at Nautilus going on me. Here we go. Where's the Orianna ult? Nice ult. Okay, I'm going to help the Tristana. Literally, a tank Nautilus is killing our AD carry right now. We're losing the game because we just don't have an AD carry presence in these fights. Alright, we finally killed him. Yeah. I don't know why the Maokai is so salty. I needed to protect the AD carry. Like, yeah, she's dead anyway. The Maokai just simply doesn't understand. Oh well. GG, well played, can't win them all. I will say the Maokai saltiness doesn't win your games, my friend. And he also just doesn't understand that we just didn't have an AD carry in these team fights. I had to try and help him because we were definitely good 1v9. Okay, this Maokai is just an idiot as well. Like, I don't normally call people idiots, but he is an idiot. Because he just doesn't understand. One, he went alone as a Maokai and cost a team fight. Second one, he doesn't understand that we didn't have a team fight presence with an AD carry at all. So I thought, okay, I'm going to try and help my AD carry for once. Did that, but then it lost the team fight anyway. But I don't know, just misunderstanding. I guess, again, I'm frustrated at the moment, which I apologize for. I'm only human. But I guess it's the rating. People just don't understand fully how the game works. But there's not much you can say about that. So we did end the game 13-5-8. We got minus 15 LP. We got 15.1k gold, the second most in our team behind the Tristana, which obviously has over 300 farm. We got a B+. And damage done, we did the second most damage behind the Tristana. And there was also a worrying trend as well from Orianna. She did the lowest damage apart from Nunu. As Orianna, that's pretty bad as well. She did land a couple good ults, but just had no damage behind it. And I'd say that is what lost us the game, is just not dealing damage. Is that our AD carry wasn't doing damage in team fights, and it also seems that neither was our Orianna. So that's going to do it though. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Throw a like on it if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys next time. See you.